Right, okay, and this is the last trade that we were talking about, and as I was telling you that we're coming up to the fundy, so you got to be very, very careful. This candle is now the fundamental candle, but look what it's done. It's taken out the A low right here, and it's taken out the trend line, and therefore now we are in that potential bear crown setup. If you remember, this was your left tip, center tip, taken out the trend line, taken out the A, and therefore potentially coming to the back of the trend line, there for your right tip for your bear crown. So I'm going to keep this open, and I'm going to watch for this, because if it comes back up towards this area, then I'm going to look to potentially take this trade. If I'm not around, then fine, there's always another trade, but it's a potential setup, and it was discussed in the previous short video trade tutorial. Okay, so let's come back to that shortly. I'm just going to put you on pause. Well, we can see here that we're now retracing on this. I'm a little bit uneasy because of the size of these candles. Not only that, you can see that we've taken out this A, and therefore because we're making the lower lows, I can now extend that particular trend line. Okay, and we can also draw an inner trend line now. So let's draw the inner trend line. I'm going to take it from this point down to here like this, and you can see that that's actually hit and bounced on that particular point right there. So what I would potentially be waiting for now is I wait for the market to settle a little bit here, because I'm not happy with this. I'm really not happy. Look at this. You've got a bull candle all the way up here, couple of minutes or a minute before it closes, but the bears are pulling it all the way back down. Not a great setup unless this breaks this trend line to touch this area right here. What I would potentially do then is, once I start seeing that, I would potentially put a trend line up here like this, wait for this to actually develop a little bit. So I'd wait for this to break this trend line, look for this right tip, and then when I get a full body candle below this particular trend line here, I would then potentially look to go short. Okay, but I'm going to put you on pause and let's see where this takes us. Right, okay folks, well we seem to have calmed down a little bit now, which is great. You can see that if we just draw this particular trend line right now, this is potentially, remember, your right tip. Okay, just let me try and zoom in a little bit on this. Let's see if we can get this zoomed in so I can draw this a little bit better for you. This of course was your left tip, center tip, and now this is your potential right tip. We're on the back of the trend line. Look, we're on the back of the trend line, and this is now broken. As I said, if you'd have put in this up trend line, because of these erratic moves, if you get a full body candle below this, it's a potential trade. Bear in mind your equity management, just bear it in mind, because effectively this is your A, B, and therefore your stop needs to be above this B point right here, okay? But I'm going to keep recording this and let's see where it goes. Right, if we just finish off this particular example, then you can see that we've got the full body candle below this particular line, the one I was talking about right here. We had the full body candle. I'm just going to remove that to get rid of this clutter, and then I said you can take it short with your stop below this. Well, there you go. You had a great trade, came down to kiss the back of this line, the back of this trend line, but won another great trade, keeping it simple. Okay, it's exactly what I said to do. We had this crown, you got a full crown, bear crown setup, and because this was a fundy and these candles were moving, I did say just wait until you get a full body below this line and take the short. What a great trade. Catch you later.